So please, your grace.
I am sorry for thee, thou art come to answer, a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch, and capable of pity before anything, from any dream of mercy.
I have heard your grace hath taken great pains to qualify his rigorous cause, but since he stands obdurate, and that no lawful means can carry me out of his envy's reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury, and am armed to suffer with a quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his.
Go on and call the Jew into the court.
He's ready at the door. He comes, my lord.
Make room and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but let's this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act, and then this thought, thou shalt show thy mercy and remorse more strange than is why strange apparent cruelty, and why thou now exacts the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh. Thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but touch with human gentleness and love. Forgive a moiety of the principal, glancing an eye of pity on his losses, then have of late so huddled on his back. No to press a royal merchant down, and pluck commiseration of his state, from brassy bosoms and rough hearts of flint, from stubborn Turks and traitors never tamed to officers of tender courtesy. We all expect a gentle answer, Jew.
I have possessed your grace of what I purpose, and by our holy Sabbath have I sworn to have the due and forfeit of my bond. If you deny it, let the danger lie upon your charter and your city's freedom. You ask me why I rather choose to have a weight of carrion flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I'll not answer that. What if my house be troubled with a rat, and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it banned? What? Some men there are love not a gaping pig, some that are mad if they behold a cat, and others when the bagpipe sings, eyes knows, cannot contain their urine for affection. Master of passion sways it to the moon, of what it likes or loathes. Now for your answer, as there is no firm reason to be rendered. Why he cannot abide a gaping pig? Why he a harmless necessary cat? Why he a woolen bagpipe, but of force, must yield to such inevitable shame as to offend himself being offended? So can I give no reason, nor I will not. More than a lodged hate and a certain loathing, I bear Antonio that I follow thus, a losing suit against him.
This is no answer, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty.
I am not bound to please thee with my answers.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hates any man the thing he would not kill?
Every offense is not a hate at first.
What wouldst thou have a serpent sting thee twice? Think you question with the Jew. You may as well go stand upon the beach and bid the main floodgate his usual height. You may as well use question with the wolf, while he hath made the ill bleed for the lamb. You may as well forbid the mountain pines to wag their high tops and to make no noise. When they are threatened with the gusts of heaven, you may as well do anything most hard, as seek to soften that, than which what's harder, his Jewish heart. Therefore, I do beseech you, make no more offers, use no farther means, but with all breath and plain conveniency, let me have judgment, and the Jew his will.
For thy 3,000 ducats, here is 6.
Every ducat in 6,000 ducats were in 6 parts, and every a ducat. I will not draw them. I would have my bond.
How shalt thou hope for mercy, rendering none?
What judgment shall I dread, doing no wrong? You have among you many a purchased slave, which like your asses and your dogs and mouse, you use in abject and in slavish parts, because you bought them. Shall I say to you, let them be free, marry them to your heirs? Why sweat they under burdens? Let their beds be made as soft as yours, and let their palates be seasoned with such viands. You will answer. The slaves are ours, so do I answer you. The pound of flesh which I demand of him is dearly bought, 'tis mine, and I will have it. If you deny me, fie upon your law. There is no force in the decrees of Venice. I stand for judgment. Answer, shall I have it?
I may dismiss this court, unless Salerio, a learned doctor, whom I have determined for this, come here today.
My lord here stays without a messenger, with letters from the doctor, new come from Padua.
Bring us the letters, call the messenger.
Good cheer, Antonio, what man, courage yet. The Jew shall have my flesh, blood, bones, and all, ere thou shalt lose for me one drop of blood.
I am a tainted wether of the flock, meters for death. The weakest kind of food drops earliest to the ground, and so let me. You cannot better be employed, Bassanio, than to live still and write my epitaph.
Came you from Padua, from Salerio?
From both, my lord, Valerio greets your grace. Why dost thou whet thy knife so earnestly?
Cut the forfeiture of that bankrupter. Not on thy soul, but on thy soul, harsh Jew. Thou makest the knife, but no metal can. Know not the hangman's axe, but bear half the keenness of thy sharp envy. Can no prayers pierce thee? No, none of thou hast wit enough to make.
Damned dog, and for thy life let justice be accused. Thou almost maketh me waver in my faith, to hold opinion with Pythagoras, that souls of animals infuse themselves into the trunks of men. The courage spirit governed the wolf who hanged for human slaughter. Even from the gallows did his fell soul flee, and whilst whole layers entire unhollowed dam infused itself in thee, for thy desires are wolfish, bloody, starved, and ravenous.
Till thou canst rail the scale from off my bond, thou but offends thy lungs to speak so loud. Repair thy wit, good youth, or it will fall to cureless ruin. I stand here for law.
This letter from Salerio doth commend a young and learned doctor to our court. Where is he?
Here, attendant, here, hard, to know your answer whether you admit him.
With all my heart, some 3 or 4 of you, go give him courteous conduct to this place.